Well, joined now here on GCR by a third-round pick of the Los Angeles Rams and a man who has some really high expectations going into the season. And he got to spend some time back in Baltimore as he was at St. Francis for his prep career, where he set all kind of records and was one of the best high school players we ever saw in the region. He is Blake Corum, and he's with us now here on GCR. Blake, it's Glenn in Baltimore. It's great to chat with you, man. Thank you for taking the time for us.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you for having me.
Blake, I mean, let's work backwards before we work forwards, right? Like, take me back to arriving at St. Francis, what you knew about Baltimore, and what those years did for you and impacting you and getting you to this point.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about St. Francis until I got there, but it definitely made me a better man. It's a true brotherhood there with every one of my teammates. A lot of teammates I still talk to. At the time, Coach Biff
Yep.
and Coach Masai was still there. They do a phenomenal job at taking care of the players and putting them in the right position to succeed.
How much has stayed with you, right? Like, what is maybe a lesson that you learned in your time at St. Francis that you've carried with you through Michigan and now into the NFL?
Yeah, really time management, man. St. Francis, I didn't get to go home. Being from Virginia, I kind of stayed in Baltimore. So learning how to kind of grow up and manage my time in terms of, at the time, academics, taking care of my work, and then, obviously working hard on and off the field. So really my time management skills that helped me a lot in college, but I feel like I learned it at St. Francis.
There is a notion that a lot of Baltimore athletes go a little underlooked and have kind of like a chip on their shoulder. I know, again, you weren't originally from here, but like when you're at St. Francis, that's an easy place to be overlooked, right? Like it is a small place and it is in the heart of the city. Do you find yourself carrying any of that like Baltimore chip on your shoulder as you go into the NFL?
Not necessarily a Baltimore chip. I'm from a small town in Virginia, so that's kind of the chip I carry, man. No one really gets looked at where I'm from. That's why I went to, Pilates first, then St. Francis, second in Baltimore. They do a phenomenal job, Coach Masai, especially, and making sure we get recruiters in there. And that's why so many kids go to college, you know what I'm saying? But, I carry that Virginia chip on my shoulder. It comes from the small town I'm from.
I get it. He is Blake Corum of the LA Rams. He's with us here on GCR. Blake, with that in mind, like St. Francis, this is almost like an unprecedented run of success. And it's not just the football program. Like, obviously, you, Chris Braswell coming in this year, but Angel in the WNBA, Bub Carrington in the NBA. What does it mean to you for all of you guys to sort of be arriving at the same moment coming from the same program?
No, it's amazing, man. It's truly a gift from God that so many athletes have come through St. Francis and been able to not only go to the next level, which is college, but go to the professional level where less than 1% make it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's crazy, how many great athletes, men's and women's, that, St. Francis puts out.
Who are the folks that you're closest with that you stay in touch with the most?
Obviously, Coach Masai.
Yeah.
But, I talk to Chris from time to time, Breon, down in Charlotte. I still talk to Coach Biff. I kind of really talked to everyone, that was in my class. Really had a strong brotherhood there.
That's awesome, man. Blake, we're so happy for you. So now, here you are, like you've done it, and everybody is raving about it. How excited are you at this moment? Like, what has it meant to you putting on the helmet? I know you haven't played like a regular season game yet, but has it like struck you all of the work that you've done and how significant this moment is that you're now in the NFL?
Yeah, no, it's definitely surreal. From the day I got drafted to being out here, learning the playbook and just being out here with my teammates, it definitely means a lot. But I just got here. There's still a lot of work to be put in. As the work never stops. So right now, I'm just going to each day with that growth mindset. I'm gonna get 1% better and have a long career, but especially a great year.
What is it like being around? Like, this is Matt Stafford, this is Cooper Kupp, this is Puka, like this is Sean McVay. It's a pretty heck of a good group for you to be soaking in from, right?
Oh, 100%. We have great, talented guys that have been doing it for a long time. As you mentioned, Matthew, Coop, and then obviously a great coach and Coach McVay. It's amazing to be able to learn from all of those players that we have that are vets here and just, know so much about the game.
What is it that you feel like you can bring on day one to this football team?
I think energy, the will to not be stopped, and just the attitude that we're gonna win. Because winning's fun. That's all I care about. So from day one, whatever the team needs me to do, best believe I'll be here to do.
You've done a little bit of winning during the course of your life.
Yeah.
You've done a little bit of that, man. That experience, we mentioned, right? Like, you end up at Michigan. I know Biff cared so much at Michigan, and there's almost like a St. Francis connection, right? And you weren't the only guy making big plays en route to a national championship. How cool was that for you, like with Derek, to be able to do that together and win a national title, St. Francis guy?
Nah, it means a lot. Coming from St. Francis Academy to Michigan, where Coach Biff was there, and then going on the run with Derek. It means a lot, man. We were in it together. Went through a lot that season, and we were able to come out on top.
How much has your experience in those high-level programs, those big-level games, either both obviously at the college level, but even still, I don't think that everybody realizes the types of the teams that you were playing against, like when you were at St. Francis. How much did that help prepare you for making this jump to the NFL?
No, it prepared me a lot, especially at the college level. Coming from St. Francis, we were already playing the best of the best. And some high schools you go to, the offensive line might be small, but that wasn't the case in the teams we were playing and the team I was on. So, there really wasn't a much of a difference between, going to St. Francis and going to college. It's kind of just football at the end of the day.
I understand that, man, and here you are, and all that's working out quite well for you. Have you allowed yourself an opportunity to do anything, buy yourself something, celebrate the fact that you've made it to the NFL? Have you given yourself that one opportunity yet to do something?
Shit, not really, man. I just been grinding. Ever since the season ended, from combine training to OTAs to now camp and preseason game. I kind of just been steady at it. Trying to get better.
I appreciate that, man, and that's all you can do to kind of keep going. Blake, I guess I'll wrap with this, and really do appreciate you taking the time for us, right? What would you say to someone who's in your shoes, right? That came from a small place, overlooked, maybe didn't have the same opportunities as everyone else. What would you say to them about what it takes in order to get to the place where you're at?
Yeah, I would just say, outwork yourself every day. Don't worry about others. Don't worry about the competition out there. As long as you can be a better person than you was the day before, you're going to get to where you want to go. Just keep your head down, keep grinding, and there's always light at the end of the tunnel, so just keep going and never deter from that.
That's awesome, man. I know it's at Blake_Corum on Twitter. It's Blake_Corum24 on Instagram, right?
Yes, sir.
Give him a follow in those spots. Blake Corum, man, so happy for you, so excited for what's ahead for you. We can't wait to see what's next. Thanks for spending a couple of minutes chatting with us this morning, man. We really appreciate it.
No, appreciate you.